So I think whilst we have the team set, I would like to have a look at the stages in these and modes here, because again we're going to skip it up. Skip it up, I think step it up, but skip makes sense because we're going to skip a pavilion to begin with, and it's going to be Rainmaker to open the game up. And I think this is a really, really nice way to open up our grand finals, have the most, the most offensive, the most volatile, the most, fast-paced mode we can for game one in Skip a Pavilion. Yes,
and then going on fourth, we do go on to Walleye Clan Blitz, which is also a very, very interesting one.
Inkblot Art Academy, I love this stage. Splat Zones is a less preferred mode on the stage for me personally, but it's a great stage to play, and I think it's very, very one of those really balanced stages, so it's going to be nice to see what happens there. Tower Control, New Albacore Hotel. I've seen a lot of that I've recently. There's been some lovely coordination and play there, which I like.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the more patient maps of this grand finals here. And then going on fourth, we also move on to Rainmaker Muscle Forge.
The 4D special, I think. The 4D special.
For some reason, we can't do anything in this map. I'm not too sure. But getting into the grand finals with Dreadnoughts versus Ducklings here.
It's
game one.
Yeah, this is our final. You can hear the audience cheering and getting excited for it. This is it. It's going to be a doozy, let's say.
We got some very, very similar comps here. 2 Inkjets here, a Bowler and a Stingray. And the other team, we have two Inkjets, Ink Armor, and a Stingray. So it's just a change of special there. But
look how far out that Rainmaker is as well, having to kind of push up side by side to get to it. What a stage for this opener. So far, Ducklings having a 2v1, 3v1 Splat lead.
Ducklings is definitely showing up today, and they're actually taking advantage of that really interesting push right there, as you can kind of just push it through the middle, gets quick 50 points. Nice map knowledge right there. But it seems like Dreadnoughts are actually doing a really good job of actually trying to defend that. And it looks like they're going to be able to make a push of their own. It seems like they're going to wait for the Rainmaker to, I guess, reset. Oh, okay, they're going to it.
But that's a bad time. They're not on any ink to get away.
Yeah, that's the awkward thing about this map, especially when you do pick it up from that position there. You kind of have to run it out, and if someone catches you, it's basically an instant splat.
Yeah, baggage there.
Has his Inkjet ready? Has his Inkjet ready? Takes it.
Lots of pressure. Very nice there.
Takes out Geo right there. And also, now the Dreadnoughts are actually taking out two. Looks like they're going to be taking the longer way. Seems like, the better approach to how they're set up right now.
So much pressure coming out from the Dreadnoughts. Sorry. Yes. Yeah, so much pressure.
Dreadnoughts doing a pretty decent job. Unfortunately, the Ducklings are actually coming back. Stingray is still out, and it only seems to be CJ here. He might just go for the points, which is not a bad play because you still get the lead.
It's enough. It's enough to take the lead, but it's not enough to really make it comfortable just yet.
Yeah, definitely. So it looks like Ducklings are starting to fight back. They're actually going to continue to... Well, they're going to push early to... Oh, wait, what is this?
Oh, Baggage using that rapid fire to try and get some shots onto the shield, but does get taken down there by Mole. Nice just teamwork from the Ducklings.
That's a good job because, at that point, I thought that, I didn't think the Ducklings actually knew that Baggage was actually going to be sneaky. And if he pulled that up, he would have got a bunch of points for the Dreadnoughts and then, probably won the game up there because he was actually the only one there. CJ with the CJ, well, the baller bomb.
The CJ?
the CJ.
We're going to call it that from now on, I guess. Yeah, just kind of building up a little bit of pressure onto the shield and then waiting, just kind of pushing back. But an immediate play there from Tim to get that back. Baggage trying to follow him down. In danger, though, with this Stingray on him and the entire time. Starts to do it for a while, but...
Yeah, Geo's Stingrays are really, really helping the Ducklings out. It's definitely very, supporting each one of their pushes or just
the lead.
Usual defense a lot, but Ducklings coming in with the lead right here. Dreadnoughts stop it, but, still enough for a lead. And we have Geo to be the last Duckling alive. And seems like Dreadnoughts are going to be trying to make a push. It looks like they're going to take the long area.
Mole getting out of there just in time. Spid getting one splat.
Nice.
Can he get a second? Can he punish the Rainmaker now? Doesn't go, goes down.
Get it. Baggage coming with the Rainmaker shot. We have Mole here. Gonna camp the jump right here. Nicely done. And now this is a golden opportunity here. They just need to make sure they can scout Redwoods here. They find them. Baggage coming in with, or no, Tim actually coming in with a good trade right there. Geo picking up the Rainmaker.
It's interesting that Geo has it because he's normally playing that kind of further back line. They're pushing even further in. Ducklings now trying to get up the ramp, but gets taken down.
Yeah, Kitsune taking down Geo there. Coming with the Stingray just to get a couple picks to maybe help the Dreadnoughts get an incoming push right here. Spid in the middle of the Rainmaker, or I guess in the suppression of the Rainmaker shots right here. And CJ, okay, it seems like Dreadnoughts are taking out two. Geo with another Stingray.
Again, it's just these moments when these players don't have anywhere to go because there's just no map control around their area. Mole getting, oh, it's a one for one there.
Mole getting aggressive again. Now this is a gold, oh, actually, no, I don't think it is. It's just Tim with the Emperies. Unfortunately, that was not what he wanted to do. I mean, I can kind of see, since it is only 20 seconds left, and, well, you know. Actually, no, I don't think he probably wanted to do that. He's already winning.
You can see the Ducklings now just kind of gaining that map control. CJ with the Rainmaker. Hopefully his teammates are going to be there. Down goes, I believe that was Tim on the far side. Geo trying to get back into the situation. Long range. This is really exciting, actually, because you can see.
Again.
We're going to get closer, and it goes down. Ducklings with game one.
Nicely done by the Ducklings there. Gotta say, the star player of that was Geo, coming with some very, very supportive Stingrays. Made it count at the very end, made it count for their push, made it count for their defense.
Yeah.
I can just say definitely Geo was definitely the star player of that game. Definitely.
Played very, very well. It seems like he's kind of like the point, like the forward point of the team. Like even though he tends to like stand a bit further back, it's about how he just controls and like manages his team from that position. And it seems to be like, you know, either the team captain or shot caller, whatever you want, and kind of like place the position or like the responsibility on there on him. They're doing a very, very good job of just kind of like keeping all bases covered.
Yeah, for sure.
Go back and forth though.
Yeah, for sure. Like when you have a really solid backline player like Geo there, it makes the Slayer's job much, much easier since there's, I guess, less to take out. Whenever the Slayer wants to push, then he has the assistance of the Stingray, and then if the Stingray is taking out the people, then the Slayer's just kind of running in, just like, all right, cool, guys, I'm in your base.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going? But that was Rainmaker for our first game, and we're going to be going over now to Walleye Warehouse for Clan Blitz. And that's going to shake it up a little bit because, again, it's about shifting from that super fast-paced nature down to that kind of that stoic biding of time, waiting to go in and kind of like building up these like trading power plays, if you will. And it's gonna be interesting because it was so close between those two, that back and forth. It just happened to go in Duckling's favor that time. We'll see how game two goes.
Yeah, I can definitely see this grand final set being very back and forth.
Yeah,
I can definitely Dreadnoughts are definitely not a team to sleep on for sure. They're definitely more than capable of doing some very, very well coordinated pushes here. And yeah, I'm excited to see what they have to do in this game 2 for Walleye Warehouse Clan Blitz.
Yep, it's going to be a big push for Dreadnoughts if they want to make this one apiece and kind of really lock in this grand finals. So yeah, game 2, as you said, dude.
So we got 2 ballers from Dreadnoughts here, and the Ducklings doesn't seem like they actually are bringing a baller. They have 2. Well, actually, no, they are. Actually, no, they do have 1 baller. We have the Kensa Doolies here. It's a very, very popular choice for a baller in this, I guess, this time in the meta, since it does get baller very, very fast compared to most weapons that do have this special. So
again, Baggage is taking point, having so much view and just using that height to their advantage.
Yeah, just wrapping around to the left. Only relying.
Okay, there's a close range. Does Baggage get out of there safely? They do.
Yeah, immediately backtracks. He doesn't want to get in a situation where he's actually having to take out a close range weapon from that range. Get back into, I guess, further back to actually, take control from people from further away. Now, We have Geo here with the Stingray. Looks like he's going to be jumping up. Ducklings, a coordinated push right here. Ducklings, well, Geo using the Stingrays to help his teammates to actually lead into the, I guess, to the other side here.
You can see Ducklings again with their double power clam. Gambit go in with 1-2 again. Doing what they do best.
And then Geo jumps in right after with one clam. I really like that, just to get a little bit more than just, you know, just 40.
Points are points, but it was a complete team wipe for Ducklings immediately after that. But I'm pretty sure they'll take a team wipe for 43 points.
For sure. You know, when you get points like that, I mean, 40 every single time, definitely it does stack up if you're getting a bunch of clams in. Baggage coming in with 1. Can he get 2? I guess not. I mean, he's backing up. He does have a power clam ready, and I think what he might want to do is just actually try to charge his baller up. Like, considering he is the backline weapon, like, he can do a little bit of work just to get into the base right here. But Ducklings, Tim, unfortunately, doesn't get the power clam and he misses. And it only just seems like it's only Geo on the other team with his Stingray.
Yeah, just staying really, really far back, nice and safe. But you can see Baggage coming up to the center. Do they get that throw in? Can they get that one?
Oh.
They miss completely. What a whiff.
He throws it in. And it seems like Ducklings are taking very good control of it. They just only need to take out the Inkjet here. And there we go. The Ducklings have control. Inkjet is taken out.
Yeah.
And mid control is being taken.
Dreadnoughts need to relax at this point because they're just trying to make things happen right now. But Ducklings just have got all this control, and they're just not going to let anything pass. At this point, Dreadnoughts need to grind out the skirmish, win the fight, and then push.
Ducklings are being very, very patient here, just making sure that they can build the specials. Fortunately, they lose the ball, and Dreadnoughts actually take control right back. Seems like there's a counter of
CJ going behind enemy lines, needs to get out of there. There's so much pressure from behind.
Stingrays come out from Geo here to stop the ball, so Dreadnoughts cannot have an opportunity to actually push this back. Dreadnoughts only 2 up in the middle right here, and looks like Ducklings may be able to have a chance of taking out. Spid taking out 1. Can he get out 2 with the 1 with the ball? Not him, but he still has control and gets 8 to 7 clams. Nope, yeah, he has 8 clams now. Now Ducklings here have mid control right here, being patient. They're just gathering up their clams. Tim has a ball. Now the push.
Yeah, there we go. There comes the baller.
Gets the power clam in. Now it's just a matter if they can follow up that, but it seems like the Dreadnoughts were able to actually take them out early, so that Ducklings now can actually push back.
And Redwoods get this in now. This is important. They have to get some points on the map. There's a 1 minute and 10 left on this clock.
Now Redwoods has the Inkjet ready. They also do have 3 power clams. It's just a matter of getting close if they can get the power clams in, but no, it doesn't seem like they could actually get it in. Ducklings doing some really good defense there. Going to take back control in middle again. Geo does have the Stingrays. Just a matter of holding at this point. They do have a minute left. They can get a ball in, and you know, if they do, then that's cool. Okay, Dreadnoughts coming back. Taking out 3. And they just does seem like they have an opportunity to actually try and take this back. Continuing holding onto 8 clams here.
Yeah, double Inkjet up the top there. Gets taken down. Mole gets taken down on the side. There's a lot of pressure coming out. CJ has to back off at this point. CJ's got the view. Goes in for the baller. What can they get from this?
Seems like they're only going to be able to get 1 baller. Or
wow, that's good from CJ. All gets taken down.
That's big. They need 2 clams after this right now. Oh, it seems like one of their power clams didn't actually have an opportunity to jump back in. So it doesn't seem like the Dreadnoughts are actually going to be able to follow this up. And it looks like the Ducklings are going to take this game too.
Yep, it was just a matter of time. They managed to get that first play. Very nicely done. Ducklings now 2-0. They are 1 game away from qualifying for the UK National Championship and saving their mascot. Dreadnoughts have got a lot to think about here. They've got to do the reverse sweep or it's going to be over for them right now. And they're going to Splat zones on Inkblot Art Academy, which is a bit of a harsh one when it's a best of 5 and it's 2-0 because it's just a ticking time bomb kind of game. Yeah. If you don't get, if the opponent get the control of the space, if you do nothing, you can't just like you can't turtle, you can't stalemate that. You have to fight back.
Yeah, for sure. Like, right now, Ducklings are, well, they have so much good, their coordination is just so good at this point.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just the thing that Dreadnoughts aren't really catching onto, I guess, how they coordinate in their pushes together. And with a mode like Splat Zones, which is quite scary considering this mode is literally all about how you coordinate. Like, you got to coordinate to get the zone, you got to coordinate to actually push out, and you got to coordinate to hold. So
yeah, it's
Ducklings.
Yeah, Ducklings are doing really, really well right now, and it seems like that could be the element that gives them the win. Dreadnoughts not down and out just yet, I hope. They've got a long way to go. It's a long road to win at this point, but it's not impossible. They've shown they can get into the face of Ducklings, but when it comes to those moments, do they get the outplays? Do they get the splats they need? At this point, it's going to have to be a case of just even when because they can maybe challenge in terms of quality of team play, but can they get the outplay individually?
Yes, for sure. They got to make it count here right now, because Splat Zones on Inkblock Art Academy, it's one of those maps that's not likely to get it, or it's not likely to, for the full 5 minutes to come out. But in we go, Splat Zones Inkblock Art Academy. Got an interesting comp. We've got a Baller, Splashdown, Stingray, and an Inkjet from the Dreadnoughts. And we have an Explosher. I like that. I love Explosives. It's recently become one of my favorite weapons in this game, since it's really chill. Just a whoosh.
Yeah.
Whoosh.
Geo, though, again, just playing this long-range game, just trying to be this annoying character in the back. Immediately, the Dreadnoughts get that control, though. They lose one character, Kitsune, on the top. Just trying to pressurize Geo at the back as Mole is trying to fight forward. Get back, further back, Kitsune. Baggage coming in.
Bubbles coming in. If you can be successful with this, be able to get at least one splat by Geo really being successful with that.
Yeah, that was really good from Kitsune to hold that position for so long, but finally, it looks like, oh wow, very nice from Baggage getting that hit. They need to try and just help the team not lose their control, but they do.
Now, Ducklings are set up here. I mean, I really did like that coordinated push. Have Tim already pushing just to make sure that Dreadnoughts cannot get back in. Geo does have the bubble blow already. Might want to use it sooner or later. And there's a Baller coming around. It's just a matter of, the Inkjet. Nice one by Red Wes.
That was good. You can see the Baller taking away Geo's positioning and his focus from that Inkjet player from behind. Very nicely done.
Seems like CJ is actually pushing up early into the opposing side. Mole, nicely done, making sure to be able to take out CJ there.
Kitsune, though, aware of the flank, trying to fight back Spid, gets the win in that 1-1v1 as the bubbles come in. They need to try and get that space back. Kitsune holding point, being really important and very integral to the survival here of their team, taking their point back on top.
Yeah, nice one by Dreadnoughts right here. They might be able to take this. Kitsune coming in with the bubbles once again, just to make sure that the Ducklings can't get back in.
Comes up again, then takes down Kitsune.
One by Tim.
An important splat there for them.
Gets the Inkjet out. They need to focus on making sure that the zone has been painted. Dreadnoughts are forced to actually go back onto that platform here. They also do manage to take out the Splushing Machine. And it's just a matter of just making sure they can stay alive. They can get a couple splats. Maybe Tim might be able to pick this up. Nice one by Tim.
Very nice, getting that particular win there. Important for his team. Back in control again. They're going to get rid of those penalty points. But they do go down. Baggage gets the splat he needs.
Now he just needs to be patient here. It is 60 points. That is found. Gets 2. Very, very nice by Baggage. Can he get 3? No.
The team gets 3. This is a good point for them to move in. They've got 4 for 2 at this point. Can they capitalize on this moment? They get control wrenched away from their teammate. Can they get back in control? They are.
There's another one. Nicely
done by Baggage. Splat.
Getting a nice splat deck there. Keep them back into the game. Now it's just a matter of getting set up, being set up, and being able to push up on this map is very, very important.
Spit on the flank though. You can see with that blaster going around the side.
Spit. It looks like Dreadnoughts actually have picked up on that. They do have armor. Nice one by Spid. Is he able to take out 2? But but no.
Just 1 for 1 in that scenario. Can they get control back, or are they going to get the bonus points?
Gio.
1 for 1, and Gio wins it for his team. That is important.
Very, very important Splat right there. Managing to take control of the zone and has already been set up. Just going to give some jumps to his teammates right here, and it's just a matter of making sure they can, I guess, follow up the Splats right here. Gio's in a really, really good position to actually take these two out. Bubbles coming in by Raven, or actually, yeah, it was Raven on the other side. They didn't do too much work.
Oh, they lose control. There's 2 penalty points and then the 14 separating them. This is important for Ducklings to get this one now. They are counting down to victory at this point. A minute left on the map overall. But these points, 25, 24, this is really integral now. Dreadnoughts, what are you going to do to get this game back? Or is it over here?
Gio might be able to pop these bubbles and take out Baggage right here, but it's just not, there's nothing they can really do to Gio here. It's just once you have control.
Oh my word. Baggage, can you do this?
Oh, he doesn't have any ink. He doesn't have any ink. It's just a matter of Gio's
They get it back, and look at the pointage. It's 35 seconds. They're going to be counting down to get in this game.
Nicely
done. That was a massive victory for Baggage, though, but they need to hold on to it. It can't lose at this point.
There's only 2 up. Ducklings are coming back. Mole taking the final Splat right there. Matter of 20 seconds. Dreadnoughts just need to push in. They need to just push in, get a pick, and just paint the zone if they want to stay in.
They need to do something. They need to make it happen now. 9 seconds on the clock. Can they get anything at this point? Get in there, Redwez.
Are they going to do it? They got a couple of seconds, but
it's over.
No!
It is over. Ducklings winning that 3-0. They win. They save their mascot's life, and Dreadnoughts, such a brave push there, and it's such an incredible final game to have that one. But it will be a 3-0 on the side of Ducklings. Whew. That was an impressive game from both teams. They played so well.
Very, very impressive game. Ducklings, I mean, like I said, it is just a game of coordination. If you are able to coordinate, link things together, you win Splat zones. It's just how you play the game.
It was
and
so back and forth. Like both teams, I mean, Ducklings managed to hold it on and just kind of get that play when it mattered. But again, so close between these two teams. Want to see them go up against that one again. But Ducklings, as you said, just they had that maturity, they had that composure. Is again a word I'm going to use here because it's about just sticking true to that team element and just kind of holding on, trusting your teammates, and just sticking to your guns and just holding onto the space as you saw there. And it was just so good to get that control back. And that the bubble blow, I think, towards at the end was really what held that down there. That was such a massive vanguard for them in those dying seconds that it was just so much for Dreadnought to go up against.
Yeah, I think it makes things very, very hard for I guess the Dreadnoughts to come back in. I mean, I feel like one of the ways they could have they might have wanted to hold into a Stingray because I guess one of the common things that you want to do is get the people off of top mid so they're kind of scattered around. So things like a Stingray that you can just kind of point at the Stingray to the top mid and just remove, I guess, everyone from the top mid may have really helped them in that situation. But they couldn't remove Gio up there. He was just, they couldn't remove him.
It was really interesting seeing the two kind of long-range players having that. I mean, just Kitsune and Gio going back and forth. But we have some replays to go through, just some highlights of the overall games, and we'll talk through them as we go. But yeah, just kind of like the wonderful plays all across the board. Both games 1 and 3 were so close. You can see on that side just Ducklings and their great usage of that long range. Spid here, I think he got a fantastic, not that shot, that was a good shot from Baggage there, getting that one. This is just, it was so close. Every time, you can just see Dreadnoughts do so well, but again, that long range, that cover and that support from everyone, you can see, look at this team wipe as well. There's their coordination to get in there and pressurize back. CJ, getting, had a good idea to get that Splat, but getting taken down again, And then this last game was just
last game was...
But you can just look at the points, look at the difference in that, and just it's just so. I've got the point. No, I've got the point. It's like Spartacus in a way. But Tim, that was a really important one. To usurp the throne of the opposing long range, and Tim again just with these getting so many 1v1s. It was just very important for him.
Yeah, and then we have Baggage coming with the double here.
That was a beautiful splashdown.
He did a lot of work of just trying to get I guess the initial splash to keep Dreadnoughts coming in, or keep him in this game, really.
And that's the thing, like, you know, how do they lose that one? Because they did so much good stuff, but it's like, it's a game that's never over until it's over. And, you know, exciting plays and really, really close games. You know, we saw in those highlights both Ducklings and Dreadnoughts just doing great work and having these moments where they can just, you know, pressurize and, you know, get plays over on their opponents. But, you know, at the end of the day, Ducklings are the winners, and they will. Do you want it back? They do earn themselves. I'm going to give it back to them. You do earn yourself your duck mascot. There we go. They have it back.
They're happy about that.
They're happy about that one. They are your final qualifier. Oh, well, no, not final. There is the last minute, but they're of the main lot. They are the final qualifier for the UK Splatoon 2 National Championships happening next month. It's been one hell of a early part of the season, let's say, but it's all going to come to a head next month. You know, you've seen some great plays over the course of this year. Good for Splatoon, obviously. But before we kind of like wrap everything up, I'm going to throw it over to Alicia, who's going to be having a chat with our champions, with the Ducklings, in their celebratory moments. Alicia, over to you.
The power of the duck! This tiny thing has fallen to the floor, but that's fine. Let's just throw them in the air. It's just duck celebration. Praise the duck. Guys, you made it. You have officially qualified for our November final. How does it feel?
I need a drink.
Many drinks. Like, gosh, I mean, like, can we do a hand check just to see level? Okay, fairly even, although I'm seeing a real tremble there. The adrenaline is still going through your system.
I know, I still can't believe it, really. We tried in the last events and it's finally actually paid off.
How many events have you guys competed at now to get to this point?
We've competed at like 2 or 3, I believe.
Me and Spid were Team Static, so we've done one extra than these two, but as a 4, we've done 2 lives event and 2 LAN events. So
You're pretty regular faces, and now we have finally made it, and you are going to be coming back in November. I mean, just congratulations. Like, that match, you know, how did it go?
I don't know. It was just something that happened. It was like, oh, this is working now. And then it just did. Trying to describe it, I can't, because I can't remember it.
Do you know what? There's no point in talking tactics, really. Why don't we just grab some ducks and, more importantly, some medals? Guys, can we have the medals come through for our medalists? We are unveiling the medals as we speak. There is a tangle going on. You guys have honestly fought so hard for these. Thank you very much, disembodied hand. Guys, a medal well-deserved for you. A medal also very, very well-deserved for you. And guys, one more each for you. This medal is your ticket to come back in just under a month, just over a month. We will be seeing you again. Do you know what else we might be seeing again, James Foden? What may we be seeing? This guy will be back in November. Praise the duck. And we're going to be carrying on praising this duck while we throw to Bowie in the booth.
Thank you very much, Alicia. A very happy and ecstatic Team Static, well, no, not Team Ducklings there, who managed to finally make their way through. As you said, they have competed at a few LAN and online events, and finally made it, so that must be really, really good for them. And I think that's their main 4 team as well, at their main line, so yeah, really, really good for them. I'm trying to remember all the names now. There's, I think, Team, well, obviously 4D, you guys are there. We've got Ducklings, I think we've got, is it Donald Gamers, I think is coming?
Yeah.
Marco.
Mako. We have, okay, let's start from the top. We have 4D, Mako, Anxiety Sirens.
Anxiety Sirens, yep.
Donald Gamers, the Ducklings now.
Ducklings now. Frankie, there's some
I
more.
forget.
There's more.
There's 2 more, but
there's been a lot, and it's trying to remember who qualified when, and then remembering, because like there are teams that I know have played who didn't make it at a live event, but did make it in an online event that I didn't watch.
Drunken Sailors. That's one.
That's
Now we just need one more.
one more. Help us.
Help us.
But it's been a good one. But all that's left really is that UK Championships next month at MCM Birmingham. So if you are going to be there, make sure to come to the Nintendo stage area and watch that tournament, because it's going to be 2 days of intense action. Pepsilon apparently is the final team who qualified. Must have been an online qualifier, I believe, because I don't recognize the name at the events that I've been to. But we'll be seeing them there. It's everything to play for still. You know, we've everyone who's competed and hasn't made it, obviously congratulations to them for showing up and doing their best. And you know, getting as far as they have. It's, you know, not everyone can win a tournament. There's only ever one winner. That's the way that competition goes, I'm afraid, you know. But we have a lot more to play for, 8 more teams, and I believe one last chance qualifier perhaps as well to be thrown into the mix. As a competitor, a warning to your opponents: we are 4D. We are Legion.
We see in 4 dimensions.
Oh man, they got a visual upgrade down now. Fantastic. So obviously this is all courtesy and doable because of Nintendo UK Versus, your hub for all things competitive and Nintendo specifically competitive in the UK. So if you are on Twitter, make sure to follow that account so you can be updated whenever there are events like this happening around the UK. And then obviously we have seen a lot of things happening in London, but we try our best and always endeavour to be all over the UK. So there will be events happening near you at some point. Just make sure to keep on the lookout. You never know when we might have an event near you and you can enter and make it to these stages. Yeah, that's the place to follow. I think that's everything we have time for in terms of the overall stream.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, we can kind of say our goodbyes, I think. First of all, dude, a pleasure to have you again. Insightful commentary as always, and a pleasure to have you on board. You know, the insight you have and the knowledge that you can bring to that is, you know, very, very well needed and respected and loved. So thank you. Any words to the fans out there? I know you got like 17 billion of them.
Yeah, I love everyone.
Everyone's a dude when dude's around. Yeah, again, it's a huge pleasure. If you do want to follow Dude, it is on Twitter. It's at that SRB2Dude. If you, God forbid, want to follow me at Bo_Alexander. I do a lot of this. Funnily enough.
Yeah, he's good. He's really good at it.
Oh.
So you definitely give him a follow. It's all good.
I do my best. But yeah, thanks again to Nintendo UK. We had a great crew again once more working here at MCM. The production crew make the stream happen, and everyone at Nintendo who works together. You guys are all amazing, and it wouldn't be possible without everyone behind the camera. Oh, stop it, Henry. I'm hearing Henry now. I'm hearing all these voices. But yeah, without them, it wouldn't be possible. So thanks to them as well. Make sure you guys in chat drop a thank you to them too. And I guess we'll see you at the next big event.
Yeah,
it's going to be the UK National Championships at MCM Birmingham. So if you're a Splatoon fan, we'll see you soon. And thank you very much. Stay classy. Take care. Bye-bye.